Okay. Wait. I know this image is about something about afraid of the sun. I mean, how afraid of the sun are you? Because if the sun is a part of yourself, then why are you wearing sunglasses? I mean, what I've realized is that the only people who wear sunglasses are the ones that are really depressed and who are trying to hide the depression. And why do they wear sunglasses? Because they think they want to adjust the level of light to the way they feel, which is dark, right? If you're dwelling in darkness and you think it should be dark, or you want to hide your darkness, you wear sunglasses. You know, I'm the guy who just opens his eyes and cleanses himself by looking into the sun. There's not a lot of people who can do this, apparently, or they would do it, but I've been doing this. I mean, I've been walking all the time into the sunlight. I mean, that doesn't mean that I can go hiking naked. I mean, I'm just saying, hypothetically, you know, I cannot just go hiking naked and not suffer any consequences, you know. You know, I can work up a tan, all right. I mean, I've lived in South Africa. I've been exposed to sun for many years, and I'd rather be a redneck than one of the blue bloods, right? I mean, you could say I have been born into potential royalty stuff. I mean, if you just look at my life, whatever middle classes, I keep saying that, they would have been called Brahmins, a Brahman, you know, like a Brahmin family in other countries, because if you manage to be middle class or something, that means you know something about channeling energy, right? And that's what a lot of people forget, that you don't just get to middle class just like that. And that's why so many people are so stupid by being jealous, because it's such a waste of energy. I mean, you're jealous of somebody's house, you don't know what he sacrificed for that. While you're still fucking around, going to parties every weekend, right? He's answering emails, making sure that he gives 200%. I mean, I'm just saying, you don't get it. You haven't seen how hard my father worked, right? You haven't seen him working his ass off. So, I mean, what's the point of being afraid of the sun? I feel like he, in a sense, yeah, he's walking into it, right into it. And so I'm trying to make his time here a little bit more acceptable, because he too is suffering. He too is, in a sense, running away. And I'm simply trying to be some kind of a friend. But I too am kind of dissociated. I mean, I've been hammering myself with psychedelics for 3 or 4 years until I started to reduce it, which boils down to a set of experiences that nobody in my family ever had, at least not in recent generations. And then all you think is, I don't want this to end like the state likes to see it, you know, like you ending up in an old people home. I mean, if I can, you know, I'd say you should take your parents in. You know, if they don't manage to live on their own anymore, you should take them in, and you should take some work off of them and just play Scrabble with them. But it also depends on them, of course. Maybe it's enough to just visit them every once in a week and then keep visiting them instead of discarding them like dead weight and just letting them sink into some kind of unconscious old people home. I mean, how terrible is that? Your parents should be surrounded by grandchildren and barbecues and, I don't know, family dinners. You know, not this kind of nonsense. But sometimes they also need a real challenge. I mean, I've challenged my parents to go hiking with me 30 kilometers and they accepted. And we did it together. So, I mean, what do you try to say to me? Your parents are paying your apartment. Yes, so what, man? So what, man? Money is just money. And if you don't get that, you know, then you're a fucking idiot.